All right, guys, who is ready to watch the AFCON final? Definitely the two best teams in Africa. It doesn't always happen that the two best teams in Africa make the final, but this time it definitely did. And Senegal versus Morocco, who are at home and will be looking to win their first AFCON trophy since 76, 1950 years. In 50 years. And they are at home. They are the favorites today. They have not conceded a goal from open play this entire tournament. They haven't conceded a goal in, I think, the last four games, and they're at home. So they're absolutely the favorites. And, after Morocco's heroics of making it to the, semifinal of the 2022 World Cup and then winning bronze or silver, I think it was silver, winning silver in the Olympics in 2023, right? And then what else? They won the Under-20 World Cup last year. Now they're in the final of AFCON, and they have a chance to win it, to really cement their reputation as a rising power in world soccer. So that's what this is going to be about for Morocco. For Senegal, they won it 4 years ago in 2022, right? They didn't win it last time. Last time was Ivory Coast. Can they win it again? And probably maybe Sadio Mane's last AFCON ever. But both of them also warming up for the World Cup. And we're going to be playing Senegal this summer in a warm-up friendly in May. So it'll be a good chance to scout them as well and see what we're looking like. And what they're looking like. I'm sorry. Can't wait for the Moroccans on the chat. We know you will beat us. They're definitely very feisty Moroccan fans, but we like that. Veg Lover says Morocco winning Group D. Maybe. They have a chance. They have a chance. Brahim Diaz has been lights out this tournament. Lights out. Should we take a look at the starting lineups? Why, yes. Yes, we should. Let's do that now here. How are you guys doing? How's your weekend going? All right, so here's the starting lineups for you. For Morocco, Bunu in goal, the Al Hilal goalkeeper. Ashraf Hakimi at right back. Mazraoui at left back. And then Aguerd and Messina from Marseille and Toronto, respectively, in the back line. Ismail Saibari, fans of Serginho Dest and Ricardo Pepi will get used to watching him maraud up and down that PSV Eindhoven midfield. El Kanous over at Stuttgart, he's on loan from Leicester, is there in midfield, along with El Ainawi. Ainawi. Hope I pronounced that right. If I didn't, apologies, Morocco fans. Brahim Diaz scored every game so far in this tournament except for the last one against Nigeria, which was 0-0. Is Alzuli on the left and El Kabi up top, the Olympiacos striker who has 2 bicycle kicks in this tournament alone, bicycle kick goals. For Senegal, you have Edouard Mendy in goal, Antoine Mendy at right back, Malik Diouf at left back. West Ham fans will know him well. Ismail Sarr and Niakate in central defense. Idrissa Gueye and Papa Gueye in midfield, along with Camara. And then Ndiaye on the right, Sadio Mane on the left, and of course, Nicholas Jackson up top. Bench players here. Both of them have very, very strong benches, as you can see. I'm not going to read every single name. Romain Saiss has been injured for a lot of this tournament, but manages to make the bench today. Amrabat is still there. That's somebody they can bring on. Rahimi is still there. Youssef and Nesri is still there. They have a lot of really good options off the bench, but then so does Senegal. So this is going to be a really fun game. Who do you guys think is going to win this? Pete, who should I bet on? Great question. Depends what the odds are. In fact, you know what? Let's go take a look at FanDuel. This 11 Yank show is presented by FanDuel. So let's take a look at their odds. Let's just see what they have. What do we have here? So I don't think FanDuel actually has an option to bet on this particular game. There's soccer options. You have the Premier League, and then you have Champions League coming up in a little bit on Tuesday, coming up next week. But other than that, there really isn't an option. I would bet on Morocco. I just think the stars have aligned for them. They look like the best team. They're at home. Um, the only downside for Morocco is they had extra time in their last game, so they might be a little bit tired. But let's take a look here at what these guys are offering. Brighton versus Bournemouth. You know, I don't want to have an opinion on this one because it's too close to call for me. West Ham versus Sunderland is interesting because West Ham just got 3 points this last weekend, finally, and against Tottenham, no less. So that'd be quite interesting. Sunderland, West Ham. West Ham are at home. Could put a draw. They're both in good form. Fulham, Brighton, I would put on Fulham. That's at plus 155. Man City, Wolves is interesting. Man City, Wolves just got a draw with Newcastle, and Man City just lost the Manchester Derby. The problem is Pep's teams do not lose twice in a row. If there's anybody who can get them back on track quickly, it's Pep. So I probably wouldn't bet on Wolves there. But those are some options. Thank you, FanDuel, for sponsoring this channel. How are you guys feeling? Who do you think is going to win this game? I think it's going to be Morocco. And low key, I kind of want Morocco to win. They're a pretty likable team, although so is Senegal. But I'm kind of obsessed with this idea that who is going to be the first nation to win the World Cup outside of a UEFA or CONMEBOL? It's not going to be now or soon, okay, necessarily. But there are some contenders, right? Morocco is a contender. Japan is a contender. South Korea is a contender. The US potentially a contender. It will happen eventually. It's a matter of when and who. Veg Lover says, what's likable about anti-football? You know, Morocco knows how to get results. They know how to get results, and they have the quality to do it. So they've been winning. Since 2022, they've been winning, right? Silver medalists at the Olympics, semi-finalists at the World Cup, under 20 World Cup champions, quarterfinalists at the under 17 World Cup, finalists at AFCON, potentially, AFCON champions today. They understand what they have to do to win, and I admire that. All right. They don't always play, although they have played some good football this tournament too. It hasn't been all bunker ball. They have played some good football this tournament. I admire understanding what you need to do to win and finding a way to do it. South Korea is a contender, then Mexico or Canada is too. Here's the problem. Mexico is in their worst moment maybe ever. Outside of Gilberto Mora, you look around at Mexico and wondering, where's the next generation of players coming from? Raul Jimenez is 35 years old. Who's his replacement? Santi Jimenez is his replacement. Their back line is getting older as well. Cesar Montes, getting older. Where's the next Mexican center backs coming from, right? Mexico are in the worst moment I've ever seen them, and really outside of Gilberto Mora, maybe Flores, we'll see what happens with him. It's really hard to see who is coming up from Mexico, right? Who's coming up? It's not much there. Mora, and that's kind of it. I look around, I don't see anybody that I'm like, Marcelo Flores, maybe, right? But this is a guy who hasn't exactly reached his potential either. Obed Vargas, sure. I mean, I don't think Obed Vargas is going to be a world-class, right? Like, Gilberto Mora has world-class potential. Obed Vargas, nah. Obed Vargas is maybe elite if he goes to Europe and keeps pushing himself. Alcala was kind of a bust, but that should surprise nobody, right? Efrain Alvarez was highly touted a while ago. Julian Araujo is now sort of back at Celtic. These aren't bad players necessarily. They're just not like, there's Montiel. True. Montiel, that's another one. But to be even in consideration for a World Cup, you need 20, 30 guys playing in top 5 leagues in the world, at least, right? And then you need at least 15 to 20 guys playing at the Champions League level. How many does Mexico have right now? How many do they have? 3? They've got Santi. They've got Raul. They've got, not Cesar Montes. He left. He went back to Mexico a long time ago, right? Johan Vasquez, maybe. Okay, so we're talking about 3 or 4 guys playing in top 5 leagues. This has been a problem for Mexico for the last 5 years. Since their golden generation aged out, they never replaced it. Mexico are having the same problem the US had in 2017. Our generation of really good players aged out. We never replaced them. Mexico's not going to suffer the consequences like we did because of the World Cup expansion, right? So, do you think playing in AFCON will help these teams in prep for the World Cup this summer? I believe so. It definitely gives you the opportunity to develop chemistry as a team 6 months before the World Cup. So I think it definitely does. But yeah, I think the US, I think Morocco, and think about it. Morocco, 4 years from now, Morocco is going to be one of the hosts of the World Cup. Now you look at that generation, right? That just won that under 20 World Cup last year. And you got to wonder how many of those guys, and also if you look at Morocco right now, there's nobody really on the team that is a key player for them that you're like, they're not going to be able to be there in 2030, right? So, I don't know. I'm not saying they have a chance to win the World Cup, but let's see how Morocco does this summer with real pressure on them, because they have this, this aura now, right? Of like, oh, we won, or we've done so well at all these levels. Now you have to go to a World Cup and repeat success. They have to make at least a quarterfinal again, at least a quarterfinal to keep up their reputation. Because if they get grouped or knocked out in the round of 16 or the round of 32 at this World Cup, people will go, oh, they just got lucky that one time, right? So they have to kind of deliver again to be taken seriously as a long-term threat in football. You can watch the game on Fubo TV. It's on beIN Sports, guys. Anyways, what's up with you guys? How are you doing this? Who you got? Put in the chat. Game's about to start. Put in the chat Morocco or Senegal. Let me know who you think is going to win. They getting bounced early this summer. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, says Wes Smith. Why do you think that, Wes? What is your logic? Is it the toughness of the group they're in with Scotland and Brazil? Do you really think they're getting bounced? Do you really think they're getting bounced in the group stage? Or how early do you think they're getting bounced? Y'all paid to watch this game? I'm sailing the pirate seas. What does that mean, Dixon? I hope Senegal, most likely Morocco. It seems a lot of people are not rooting for Morocco here. Interesting. I wonder why. Lucho thinks Morocco will. John Moore says Senegal on pens. I hope Senegal, most likely Morocco. AFCON has been fun this year. I don't know if you guys have been watching. I haven't watched a lot of the group stage games, but I watched some of the knockouts. It's been kind of fun. Horrible draw, says Wes Smith. Round of 32, my prediction. Brazil has never not won their group. So you think they make it out of their group, but then you think they make it out of their group, but then they fail at the round of 32. So you think they get third? Do you think they finish above Scotland, or do you think they go below? Do you think Scotland finishes second and Morocco finishes third? Because they keep beating us. Sounders 74 says, I hope Senegal, most likely Morocco, because they keep beating us. LOL. To be fair, our Morocco has never beat our senior team. Let's keep that in mind. They beat our U20s, our U23s, and our U17s. But the last time our senior teams faced each other, we won 3-0. So I would have loved a Morocco friendly before the World Cup, right? I would have loved that. I would have absolutely loved that. But unfortunately, we didn't get it, and we got Senegal instead. Game is about to kick off, guys. Just kicked off now, if anybody's watching. Senegal versus Morocco in Morocco, the African Cup of Nations final. It's going to be very, very exciting. Game just started, Mike. The game just started. Senegal currently has the ball, playing it around that back line. Edouard Mendy with a long goal kick. Ooh, very nice touch by Gueye there. Brazil might crash out. So good for Morocco. Brazil, I don't think they're going to crash out of the group stage. I mean, I don't think Brazil's going to win this World Cup, but it's hard for me to see Brazil crashing out of the group stage. And it's hard for me to see an Ancelotti coached team crash out early. I don't think they're going to win it, but I can't see them crashing out. All right, Morocco has the ball now. This is a really good point by John Moore. He says, I feel like African, South American, and North American teams will do well this World Cup because of the heat. And we saw in the Club World Cup that the European teams struggle with the heat. Yeah, exactly. I think some European teams will struggle. I really do. I also think just teams around the world are getting better, right? Like, I think the gap between the top 8 in the world and the next like 30 teams is starting to close. I think there's quality players in more nations than there ever were. And part of that is because of globalization, right? A lot of, oh my God, Edouard Mendy, what was that? Nerve wracking there. Stuff from Mendy, miscontrolled the ball. Thankfully, there was nobody there to take advantage of it. Morocco defending well here. Really good defending by Messina. So because of globalization, like if you look 10, 15, 20 years ago, right, there weren't really that many non-Europeans playing in top 5 leagues. Some South Americans, of course. But more than ever, there are guys from Africa, from Asia, from North America playing in top 5 leagues, which means they're getting experience at top levels. And they're becoming better players as a result, which is allowing teams that traditionally have not been very good to now become better. Morocco is a classic example. The United States is a classic example, right? Even a lot of African teams. Africa generally always had a lot of teams playing in Europe, especially in England and France, but more so than ever, I would say. Whereas Japan, South Korea, the United States, right? Morocco is an African team, but you know what I mean. They're not traditionally a team that had a lot of players in the top 5 leagues. That'll be a foul. No, ref says no. Hakimi takes the ball. Terrible touch by Hakimi, but he wins it back. Oh, wow. Sloppy touches across the board here. Thank God the world doesn't depend on U.S. coaching. What is, yeah, I mean, thank God. Oh, you mean the World Cup? Yeah, thank God it doesn't. Thank God we have a competent coach. Do I think away teams can win finals? Yeah, of course they can. Of course they can. Senegal could win today. It's a one-off, right? It's 90 minutes and 11 versus 11. Anything can happen. But I would say Morocco are the slight favorites here, and I think they will win today. England, 0 goals conceded in a year. England could be an option. It's hard to believe it, right? Because England have so frequently underperformed. It's hard to see it. But now they got a really good coach. Oh, here comes Sadio Mane. They stole the ball from Morocco. Oh, Mane. Oh, blocked. Corner for Senegal. The problem with England is people are reluctant to hype up England at a World Cup because they've been hyped up for so long and they always come up short in one way or another. Even though the English have gotten better in terms of the player pool, and even if you look at results, they've gotten better, right? Making a Euro final, making a World Cup semifinal, right? Those things have definitely helped them. They've gotten better. But in terms of winning it, it's hard for people to believe in England because they hadn't done it in so long, since 1966. Oh my God. Unmarked. Unmarked. What a save. Wow. That is crazy good save. Unmarked. Bruno made that great save. I mean, to be fair, it was also headed straight at him. Wow. Ndiaye. That could have been 1-0 Senegal. Off a corner. Oh, okay. Brought down. Morocco has it. Oh my God. Shot on goal. Brings it down. Foul. 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 No. Yes, foul. Guys, stop playing. The ref blew the whistle. It's getting confusing. Player for player on paper, France, Spain, and England rosters are far and above the best in the world. Yeah, I would agree with that. You shouldn't judge on the past. No, you're right, SC Kingdom. You are right. England could win this. I would say it's hard to believe because they have such a history of choking. That's like, what's different now? Are they not going to choke this time? You know what I mean? It doesn't mean they can't win it. I just wouldn't put my money on them winning it. Come on, Morocco. You have to step on Senegal's toes. Oh, man. I just love your Klinsmann for some reason. Where are you watching the game? I'm watching on Fubo TV on BN Sports. This is a really good point. John Moore making some banger points today. Here comes Morocco. It's now or never for England. They have the squad and the coach. If they don't win it now, I don't see them winning it for at least another generation. I think this is their time. You're right. Having, Thomas Tuchel, who is a tournament coach, right? That's probably their best chance to do it. And probably also Harry Kane's last chance, right? Oh, yeah, guys, hit the like button if you haven't already. Oof. Mazraoui. All right, here comes Senegal. Ref says no. Foul. 8 minutes in. One clear chance created by Senegal so far. Morocco with the switch out to Diaz. 1v1. Oh, he gets in behind. Cross. Oh, nobody there. He cut it back, and man, that was so close. El Kabi had already made the run. El Zalzuli, the real Betis man. Really good work by him. Mazraoui. Is Zalzuli again. Got two on him. That'll be out for Morocco throw. Is Zalzuli looking quite bright. What's up, Pete? Just got here. Who are you rooting for? I'm rooting for Morocco. I mean, not. I'm rooting for them in the sense that I hope they win, but I'm also not like. I wouldn't be sad if Senegal won. Let's put it that way. Nicholas Jackson. Good defending there by Messina, the Torino defender. What's up, Pete? Angel above all. How you doing, man? If England reach final, I'll donate to you for sure. LOL. All right. 10 minutes in. Senegal have the ball in their own half, just sort of playing it safe. Long ball over the top, and it falls to Diouf, Malik Diouf. Sadio Mane fouled. El Ainawi from Roma fouled him. Free kick for Senegal in the center of the pitch. I'm rooting for Senegal since I'm going to the friendly in Charlotte, says Wes Smith. That way I can say I watched the African champs. All right, free kick for Senegal here on the left wing. Kevin Polite. I wish the Confederations Cup still existed. Yeah, we all do. I miss that shit. Way more fun than the Club World Cup. Way more fun. Holy shit, I was watching the game and just saw you streaming. Had no idea you followed the AFCON. Yeah. I mean, I follow it casually. It's soccer. I watched a couple of the knockout games. I particularly follow Morocco. Yes, Pulley is starting today, guys, against Milan. Pulisic is starting today against Milan. For sure he is. I'm sorry. Against Milan. For Milan. Wake up, Pete. Starting for Milan, and he's playing against, who is it? Lecce. Lecce is my nickname when I play soccer with my Mexican friends. They all call me Lecce. Club World Cup was doo-doo cheeks. Brazilian and North African fans carried the Club World Cup. Yeah, there was just, it lacked so much. Oh, here come Morocco again. Shot blocked. Down. Senegal headed away by Messina. Poor touch. And that'll go all the way back to Bunu. Aguerd. Naif Aguerd pulls it back. Gives it to Messina. The two center backs. Messina into midfield to Saibari. Here comes Saibari. He has El Kabi with him. Shoots! Oh! They just let him drift into the box and shoot, and it's just wide. Just wide from Saibari. Oh! Oh, he mishit that. Ooh, that could, if that was on target, that could easily have been a goal. Average Joe. Pete, do you think Banks should start for the USMNT in March? I think he should start at least one of those games. We have to look at him, right? We have such a center back problem, and he may or may not be the answer. He's definitely one for the future. There's no question about that. And I think he should be a starter going into the next cycle, right after the World Cup, for sure. As far as whether or not he should start at the World Cup, there are questions about his experience and sometimes his concentration lapses because he still has those. But every defender in our pool, not named Chris Richards, has huge question marks as well. And even Chris Richards is not perfect. So I think we have to at least take a look at him, right? We have to at least look at him and say, okay, what does this guy look like in those games? And then we can sort of see, is he ready to start at a World Cup? He should at least be on the roster. Whether or not he's ready to start is the big question. But let's give him some experience with the team and see how he does, right? Oh, here come Morocco, side body, but they're 2v3. He's got El Kabi with him. Took too long on the ball. All right, gives it to El Zazuli. 1v1. Oh, cuts it back. Too much coverage. Senegal defending well. Good defending from Sarr there. Mamadou Sarr, the Strasbourg center back. El Zazuli probably spent a little too long on the ball there. Oh, no, that was Antoine Mendy, not Sarr. That was Mendy. Nice work. Antoine Mendy. Denise, only 21 years old. Senegal, by the way, could be another team that could win the World Cup. Not this year. in that bracket of teams that you're like, who outside UEFA and CONMEBOL? Let me ask you guys this. Who do you think? 2 questions. Who's going to be the first team to win a World Cup that has never won the World Cup before? That's question number 1. Question number 2. Who do you think is the non-UEFA, non-CONMEBOL nation to win the World Cup? The first one. Put 1 and 2 in the chat and give me your answers. And hit that like button also if you haven't already. Mazraoui with the throw in for Morocco. We're 17 minutes in. It's still 0-0. Senegal's created a really good chance that was saved by Bunu, and Morocco sort of created a half chance with Saibari that he, shot off target. Yeah, here Vasquez says USA and Japan. Okay, so those are the non-UEFA, non-CONMEBOL. What about the first team to never won a World Cup before? Who's it going to be? 1 Japan, 2 USA. Some of you guys are saying both teams outside. What about teams within UEFA or CONMEBOL that have never won it before? Portugal, the Netherlands, Norway, Croatia, Colombia. What about those? Morocco is closest, but USA and Japan long term, says Steven Berger. Interesting. Andy Garcia says Portugal or Ecuador. Okay. Portugal does have a lot of talent. I think they need to drop Ronaldo. Ronaldo lover's going to hate me for that. I think Ronaldo makes Portugal all about him. And I think when they finally lose Ronaldo, which I don't think will happen this World Cup, I think will be after this World Cup, then I think Portugal could be very, 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 very good. Oh, here comes Senegal. Sadio Mane. Oh. They have it back. Big switch. Big switch. Mazraoui. Defends well. NDA with the throw. I don't think Russia's remotely close. Jar, why would you think Russia would be close? Who are Russia's players that are going to help them win a World Cup? Bingo, this right here. Portugal would be a contender in 2026 without Ronaldo. Exactly. That's what I've been saying. Banks, fast, tall, large, physical, good passer, great tackler. Probably highest ceiling in all center back in USMNT pool, higher than perhaps Chris Richards. I agree with all of that. They aren't even allowed to play. Yes, but where are their players playing? That's my question. Where are their players playing? Because it's one thing they're not allowed to play, but let's say they were, right? Which, to be honest, I think it's bullshit they're not allowed to play. I think punishing a soccer team because of a nation's, foreign policy, which is admittedly not good, but as Americans, I don't think we are anybody to, be hypocrites about that. Oh, 2v2, Morocco. Oh, he's off. He's off. And he missed anyway. He's off and he missed anyways. Damn. 2v2. Wait, let me see if he's off again. Yeah, he's way off. Way off. Way off. What age was Richard starting at Hoffenheim? He was 20 when he started at Hoffenheim. Right? Noah Kai Banks started for Augsburg when he was just 18. Richards was 20. "20 minutes in, still 0-0. What are the odds we have extra time today? What are the odds, guys?" Yeah, just let players play soccer. It shouldn't have anything to do with what your government is doing. It's not the players' fault, and it's not the fans' fault. Wars are fought by old rich men. Soccer is not for the old or the rich. Okay? It's especially not for the rich. At least it shouldn't be. It's supposed to be for the working class. Fucking stop banning people from playing soccer. It's so stupid. Soccer is supposed to be the thing that brings us together. Al-Kabi kicked. Ref says play on. Senegal on the front foot here. I'd say it's pretty back and forth right now. But yeah, Senegal definitely trying to have the ball, trying to be the protagonists of the game here. Kind of looks like Morocco's playing in transition, which we know they do. Hey now, I'm old. Are you born in 74? You're not old if you were born in 74. If you were born in 74, you're 51, 52? Oh, Arsene Wenger's there. That man just doesn't age, huh? You have to consider a combined Russia-Ukraine squad. No, they're never going to play together as a nation. No, come on. Come on, Jar. What's this Russian propaganda you're bringing here? Wenger at the match. Good thing he does not need a coat in Morocco. Exactly. Although it probably is pretty cold. That's a desert climate, and it is January. Let's see what the temperature is in Morocco right now. Hey, it's 50. So it is pretty, I mean, it's not freezing, but it's cold-ish, right? It's cold-ish for sure. Foul. Oof, that's a nasty one. Oh, that's going to be a yellow. Yeah, yellow card. El now he fouled there. Ooh, that's gay. Guay. Idrissa Gana Guay, 36 years old, now is on a yellow card. Oh. Oh, no. It's not. It's not. It's Kamara, Lamine Kamara, who did that. Monaco player. Yellow card for Lamine Kamara. Morocco fans going crazy. It's still 0-0, guys. 24 minutes in, it's still 0-0. Bunu gives it out wide. Back to the goalkeeper. Bunu. Messina. Long ball by Morocco. I don't know what they're planning here. Looking for El Kabi? Like, that was never going to work. Come on, guys. There's got to be a better option here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Morocco living dangerously here. So they're really trying to slide in Azalzuli in. But Morocco are very aware of that danger, and they've got Mendy, Antoine Mendy, covering. Sadio. Oh, that's a blatant foul. Blatant foul there on Sadio Mane. El Kanouche. Bilal El Kanouche just pushed Sadio Mane to the ground with both hands. So, Adam, generally, I agree with you. Athletes should be allowed to have their own opinions. I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem is banning a soccer team from playing soccer because a government that has nothing to do with that soccer team decided to do something that the world disagrees with, right? Or because of bad foreign policy, right? I said this when we banned Russia. I was like, you have to be very careful with this because if you start banning a soccer team every time their government does something shitty, I don't know, then you're really taking away, you're using soccer punitively to say you can't play soccer, even though you didn't do anything wrong. The athletes didn't do anything wrong. The federation didn't do anything wrong. The fans didn't do anything wrong. You can't play soccer now because your government did something shitty. It's like, okay, how is that helping? Right? Has Russia gone, oh, we can't be at the Olympics, we can't be at the World Cup, fine, we won't invade Ukraine. No, it doesn't change anything. And it's got nothing to do with the government, anyways. And it's got nothing to do with the athletes who mostly just want to play soccer, right? Mazraoui. Mazraoui still looks so awkward on the ball. It's so wild to me. This guy plays for Manchester United. Like he just has this weird way of running, and he looks so awkward on the ball. Antoine Mendy. Yes, I did see that Paredes is finally back at Wolfsburg. Playing minutes too. Played 45 minutes this last week. God, I mean, kid, good for him. He keeps trying, Gets injured so much and he still keeps trying. Got to give him credit there. This I 100% agree with. As a traveler, I find the typical citizen in all countries universally nice. Yes, I agree with that. Everywhere I go, human beings are mostly very much the same. There are a few assholes everywhere, but mostly people are very, very nice. And mostly we're all just like each other. We're just trying to get by, just trying to be happy, just trying to have friends, just trying to support our families, trying to have hobbies we enjoy, try to get through life without too much pain. That's most human beings. It's governments that are the fucking problem, right? And to add to that, I'll say this soccer is actually a universal language. I have been many countries in the world where I did not speak the language, whether it was a beach in Mexico, whether it was a back alley in Thailand, whether it was, you know, a cow pasture in India, whether it was a park in Dubai, whether, and in every single case, I came across a pickup game, a game of pickup soccer. And I found that even though I couldn't speak the language and the locals couldn't speak English, we communicated through soccer. We connected through our love of the game. And that's what soccer should always be, something that connects us across cultures and across languages and religions and governments and foreign policies and all kinds of stuff. There's a very famous Iranian journalist who wrote a letter to the American people via the Washington Post. I don't remember her name. And I apologize. I probably should. She once wrote a letter to the American people in the Washington Post, and in it she said something that has always stuck with me. She said, to the American people, you and I have more in common than I have with my government or you have with yours. And that is 100% true. All right. Free kick for Morocco. I mean, for Senegal. I'm sorry. Left-hand side of the field, maybe about 10 yards outside the box. They're going to float this one in. Hey, can you imagine if Yugoslavia was at this World Cup? When did Yugoslavia stop being a country? And who did Yugoslavia have? Like, which countries made up Yugoslavia? This is where my history is weak. Atal Abdaleh, why are you, of all people, live streaming the AFCON final? Is there a Moroccan with weak U.S. connections you're watching for? No. Just enjoying watching good soccer, really. It's the AFCON final. It's like the Euro final or the Copa America final, right? Or the Gold Cup final. Not really, but you know what I mean. Oh, terrible ball by Senegal. Terrible ball. Went all the way out. Nobody even there. Oh, no. That was a Morocco free kick. What am I saying? Peter, pay attention. Serbia, Croatia, Slovenia, Bosnia. Jeez, yeah, that would be a World Cup winner if I ever saw one. Wow. Damn. Oh, the Senegal fans are going off. Look at them. African fans are always so much fun to watch. They always put on a show. Oh my God. Ooh. Senegal living dangerously here. Morocco pressing over the top. Foul. Senegal released the valve of pressure. Oof. Free kick for Morocco here. "34 minutes in. Oh, good work by Guay. Incredible work. Beat like 4 players in midfield. Oh, man, it's been kind of sloppy, huh? This AFCON final's been very sloppy, very back and forth. Lamine Camara. Morocco win it back. Very scrappy. Lots of back and forth. Lots of both teams losing the ball. Nobody really being able to hold on to it. Whoever scores first probably just wins the way this game's been going. Maybe. Maybe. But sometimes scoring can open the floodgates, right? And it can get people out of their shell. Atal Abdaleh. You know you'd rather watch Dortmund match with Albert on the bench. The chance of him subbing on would have you creaming your pants. Atal, my friend, why so aggressive this morning? What have I done to you that has made you so aggressive? Did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed? Your first chat, quite aggressive. I responded nicely, politely. And now you're being aggressive and insulting again, discussing my sexuality. How are you feeling? Are you okay? Have a coffee, Atal. Have a coffee. It'll be okay. It'll be all right. Who will win, Austria-Hungary Empire or Yugoslavia? These hypotheticals, who knows who would be there? Adam Nosovich says Austria-Hungary would be incredibly unorganized, like everything else they did. I don't know. Guys, Austria-Hungary is like, we're talking World War I. That is way too far back for me to have an opinion on it in terms of soccer. Historically is a different story. Have a Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Exactly. Atal Abdaleh. Have a Snickers. It'll be okay. Oh my God. Brahim Diaz was just clawed to the ground. 37 minutes in. FIFA tournaments are their own international windows. Yeah. So you're asking about how all these guys got released. Because it's a FIFA tournament, it's going to be, they have to release them. So the clubs all get a chance to go. I like the Orange County kit. I have the same one. My favorite jersey I own. Thanks, Jonathan. Yeah, it's cool, right? It's kind of a cool jersey. It's a map of Orange County right there. All right, here come Morocco. Senegal in transition. Ooh. Oh, Mane. Oh my God. Through. Oh, he's on. Kamara. Oh, saved by Bonu's foot. Bonu's foot. Oh, he came out, made himself big, and saved that with like the tip of his foot. Oh. Mazraoui. Oh my God, what a save. NDA. It wasn't Kamara, it was NDA. Oh my God. Do you go to Orange County games? Sometimes. Bono. Coach Walid is not happy. All right, corner for Senegal here, 38th minute. Atal is back. Really woke up and chose violence today. I can do without the coffee. Atal, are you Moroccan? Where are you from, Atal? I associate this channel with American soccer simping. Interesting. I'm just surprised you made time to finally watch quality international football. Atal, are you from Morocco? Okay, first of all, do fans from all countries not have the right to cover their own national team without being called simps, right? If you cover your national team, are you a simp? Should you not cover your national team? Should you not watch your national team? Should you only watch international football? I've watched more international football than you probably have. So accusing me of finally watching quality international football is hilarious. I lived most of my life abroad. I've watched endless Champions League games, Premier League games, games from second divisions in different parts of the world, I League games, Thai League games. I watch soccer because I love soccer. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are, Atal, but you seem very angry. And for no reason. For no reason. Tell me where you're from and what's going on with you. Tell me your story. Try to be less aggressive, because the third aggressive chat in a row, and I don't even know you. I don't even know who you are. I don't know what you have against me or my channel. Oh, Morocco! So close. Cross goes in. Aguerd almost gets his head on the end of that. Still 0-0, 41 minutes in. That was inches off Aguerd's head. And then just wide. He hit it, but it was just wide. He didn't really make a clean connection with it. Dang, that was close. "41 minutes, goal kick for Senegal." Tao more aggressive than Morocco's playing style. Kevin Polite says, bro, there's enough hate. Soccer/football is for fun and peace. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Tranquilo, my friends. Tranquilo. It's all love here. Long ball. Foul, says the ref. This has been a very stop-start game. Very physical. Lots of fouls. Not a lot of very clean play. Classic final, huh? Classic final. Talked to Tacky Wacky recently. Yeah, we usually talk a couple times a week. Jonathan Randall says, almost time to watch Pulisic. Long ball over the top is Alzuli again. 1v1. 1v1 with Kamara. Oof. Oh, great tackle in midfield. Is Alzuli, gives it to Messina. Messina to Hakimi. Hakimi to Aguerd. Aguerd back down the right. Hakimi. Senegal defending in groups. Brahim Diaz tackled. Brahim Diaz has been very quiet in this game, huh? Very quiet in this game. Fabrizio said Pepe still has a chance to leave this January despite the injury. Yeah, it could happen. It's just an arm injury. I personally don't think he should, but it's up to Pepe. I think he should wait until after the World Cup. Injury. This has been such a stop-start game. Oh, no. Is he okay? Oof. Man, Aguerd really should have gotten his head to that. He was unmarked in the box. They're showing the replay now. Aguerd should have gotten his head to that. "45 minutes, guys. 45 minutes. Imagine Alaska having a soccer team. It'll be fire. I don't think it will be fire. I think it will be ice. Who's Alaska's like? Who's their best? Who would their best player be? Obed Vargas. That's about it. Obed Vargas and who else? That's pretty much it. If Pulisic and Rafa can get chemistry back, they can win La Ligue. You mean Serie A? La Liga is in Spain. Oh, you meant it'll be badass. Why would it be badass? Where would they play? Fairbanks, Anchorage, like an MLS team? I don't know if it would be badass. Oh, shot. No, well defended. That's a corner. Corner for Senegal. We're in 2 minutes of added time. No night games up there. At least not during the summer. Hawaii could be an interesting one. What if Honolulu got an MLS team? Can you imagine when NYCFC or New England Revolution have to play away in Honolulu? What is that, like a 12-hour flight? Honestly, even Orlando, yeah, or Miami, Inter Miami playing in Alaska. Inter Miami going to Fairbanks for an away game. It's a 12-hour flight. I want more states to have soccer teams like Ohio or Wisconsin. Ohio already has 2 soccer teams. They have the Crew and they have FC Cincinnati. Wisconsin has nobody except Forward Madison. Maybe Milwaukee should get a team. How about Milwaukee? San Juan FC, get the Puerto Ricans involved. They used to have a team in MLS. The Puerto Rico Islanders, I think they were called. Yeah, they used to have a team. They used to have a team, but I don't know what happened. They folded a long time ago. All right, here is Senegal corner. Morocco clears it. We're almost at halftime, guys. Brahim Diaz, let's go. Brahim. Very slow in transition there, unnecessarily so. Come on, Mazraoui. Mazraoui runs so weird. I'll never get over how Mazraoui runs. Oregon used to have the Timbers, but I think they folded. Ah, shit. Alaska and Hawaii need a team. With the travel, that's going to be a nightmare. Although Honolulu FC could be hilarious. It could be quite fun. Or maybe they should play in Oceania. They get Bobby Wood and Nokai Banks to go play in Hawaii. Nokai Banks is Hawaiian, by the way. Of course, Sounders 74, F Portland. How about North Dakota and South Dakota? Does anyone live there? Does anyone live in North and South Dakota? Can you even fill up a soccer stadium? Greenland FC. Do not get me started on Greenland. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's not bring politics into this chat. Idaho need a team. Idaho. What about Nebraska? What are the biggest states that don't have a team? Or biggest cities? Let's put it that way. You know where? Okay, Vegas clearly would be an option. Las Vegas FC could be an option. I know they have the Las Vegas Lights, but Vegas FC sounds way cooler. Trying to think where else. What biggest? So Vegas has to be one. Sacramento or San Francisco. Well, Sacramento, you have San Jose, but what about San Francisco itself? Orange County has a team. I mean, a lot of these cities have teams. They're just in USL, right? Like Arizona or Phoenix. I'm sorry. Phoenix is a huge city, but they have Phoenix Rising. New Mexico United over in Albuquerque. Orange County has a team. Sacramento has a team in USL, right? Forward Madison has one. Knoxville definitely has a team. You know where I thought would always be kind of cool to have a team is New Orleans. I just think New Orleans would be a really dope-ass place to have a team. Las Vegas here, fucking no one shows up for the Lights, unfortunately. What's the attendance for the Lights? Odds of Orange County being D1 in 28. I don't know how strictly they're going to have this. The problem is their stadium only sits 5,000. Their stadium only sits 5,000, so depends how strictly they're going to be with those rules about in order to be D1, you have to have a 15,000-seater stadium. Like, I don't know exactly what the rules are. Las Vegas Lights attendance. Let's see what we got here. 1,800 to 2,800 fans per game. So the average attendance in 2025 was about 2,800. 2,800. One of their best games in late 2025 saw 4,570 fans as reported by this X post. So not terrible. USSF is giving USL waivers, so probably good odds. How do you know they're giving waivers, Antonio? Where did you hear that? Detroit? Detroit has a team, but they're in USL. I maintain it's because the Lights play in the shittiest part of town in an old, dilapidated stadium. They're going to have to change that 15K requirement. It's stupid to begin with. Yeah, probably. I don't think it's necessary to be like your stadium has to hold 15,000, you know? USL president said in a podcast called Morning Kick Around. Oh, so they're getting waivers. That's great. They gave waivers to the USL Super League. Perfect. Well, then, yeah, I think Orange County could be one of them for sure. Orange County, Phoenix, Sacramento, New Mexico. There's, the Cosmos are making a comeback. That could be super interesting. It'll be very interesting to see who gets into that league and then what they do with Pro Rel. Montana has beautiful landscapes, needs soccer team. What's the biggest city in Montana? And what's the population? Let's look this up. Biggest city in Montana. Billings. Billings. The biggest city is Billings. And what's the population of Billings? Oh no. Billings is the biggest city, but it's not. Biggest city in Montana by population is still Billings. 120,000. I mean, they could have a USL team for sure. I just don't think they could, you know, have fill a stadium. If you're 120,000, the whole city would have to be in love with the local soccer team. Then there's Missoula, there's Great Falls. Damn. Montana's huge. Surely there's a League Two team at least. Yeah, for sure. I mean, for sure, you should have soccer teams everywhere, to be honest. Absolutely. Absolutely, you should. All right, so it's halftime, guys. Let's go see the stats from this game. Thank you to FanDuel, by the way, for helping to sponsor this stream. Just not sure here with West Ham, Sunderland, Fulham, Brighton, Man City, Wolves, Burnley, Tottenham, Brighton, Bournemouth. These are your odds for the Premier League games next weekend, so check those out. Let's check out the stats now that we're at halftime. Okay, get rid of that. Stats are here. So Senegal 51%, Morocco 49%. So possession's been very close. Look at the XG stats. 0.62 and 0.16. Very few chances created. Really, the only meaningful one created was that Senegal one. And then one or two half chances for Morocco. And that's why it's 0.62 and 0.16. All stats. Let's see what else is there. Total shots 4-3. Senegal's got more shots on target. They've got more shots. They've created more big chances. They've missed more big chances. Yeah, I guess they also had that shot that was saved by Bonu. Committed more fouls, twice as many corners. I think it's fair to say that Senegal has been the more dominant team across the board. But it's been kind of a dull game, to be honest. What are you guys up to this Sunday? What have you guys been up to? What are you up to? Guys chilling? Let's see if Pulley's game has started yet. Yeah, it's still 0-0. We're 9 minutes in. Milan at home to Lecce. Christian Pulisic is starting next to Rafael Leao up top. Milan, man. Second in the table. Currently 5 points behind. Well, before this game, 6 points behind Inter. They need to win this to stay in touch with them, right? If they win this, they could go up to 46, and that's just 3 points behind Inter. It also helps them pull clear of Napoli a little bit. So, church, says Antonio Yacht Jr. What are you doing here if you're supposed to be in church? Are they letting you get on YouTube in church? How good is Bono? I mean, he's very good. Now he's playing in the Saudi league, but he's still a very good goalkeeper. 2 excellent saves so far in this game. Just applying for a theater acting school. Remember the name Winelkai Gonzalez. And disclaimer, I don't know why my YouTube account says WG, but oh well. We'll look for you on the big screen, Winelkai. Maybe you and I will get into a movie together one day. Jay Cruz says, out on my e-bike. USMNT player most likely to win a trophy this season? Austin Trusty, probably. I can't really see anyone else. I mean, Pulisic has a chance, but Austin Trusty has a bigger chance because now that they've sacked, what's his name? Wilfred Nancy, and they gave it back to Martin O'Neill, I think Celtic will be just fine. So that'll be Celtic, Austin Trusty, nobody in Germany, nobody in France, nobody in Spain. Yeah, Austin Trusty is probably the best bet. And we need to change the way church views U.S. soccer. Oh, you're on your way to church. We're weird and have 4 services today. Jesus, Antonio. 4 services? How long is each service? Oh, yeah, Pepe, duh. Pepe and Dest. Pepe, Dest, and Trusty are probably the guys that are most likely to win trophies. Pulisic could. So, you know, Pepe, Dest probably more so than Trusty and CCV. So Pepe, Dest, Trusty, CCV, and then Pulisic would be the obvious answers. Soccer is my church, says Sounder74. Yep, you and me both. Dude, I always wanted to have an e-bike. Get one. They're not that expensive. They're not that expensive. Johnny started for Atletico today. He was okay. Yeah, he's, coming back from injury. He was subbed out, I think, in the late 70 minutes, late 78, something like that. But he did fine. I watched the game. He wasn't exemplary, but he wasn't bad. Pretty steady. African Cup of Nations, you guys, is on. We're at halftime. It is 0-0. Still embarrassed by that whole Nancy debacle. It looks terrible on our league. Yeah. Well, he didn't want to adapt. He wanted to go there and be arrogant and naive and stubborn and try to make the players play a system that they couldn't play. And also, he didn't know how to coach defending. Say what you want. Columbus Crew's defending in MLS last season was absolute shit. So it's not like he's this elite coach anywhere in the world just because he won a trophy and they play some attractive soccer at Columbus Crew. This was my point. And people were like, oh, he didn't have the players. Yeah, neither did Martin O'Neill. And yet he found a way to make them win. Right? Wilfred Nancy decided to do it his own way when you didn't have the players to do it. That's naivete. And he couldn't get the players to buy in. That's on him as well. Go back to MLS. That's where you belong. 2 hours each, 8 a.m., 1 p.m., 4 p.m. You spend 8 hours in church on Sunday? I promise you, if Jesus exists, he doesn't want you to do that. Jesus wants you to enjoy life. Good Lord. 8 hours in church, Antonio. How old are you? Is your parents making you do this or you're doing this? I promise you, God wants you to be happy. God wants you to be outdoors in his beautiful creation, if you believe in God. Hiking, swimming, hanging out with your friends, walking, doing hobbies, having a great life. If God wants you to, if God exists in the way that you seem to believe he does, because you're spending 8 hours in church, I'm pretty sure God wants you to be happy. Get out. Go to one. If you really want to go to church, go to one service and then get out and enjoy your life. Unless you absolutely love church and all your friends are there and you just love singing and worshiping and listening to sermons. If that's what you really enjoy. I only go to the 1 p.m. service, LOL. Basically, people pick a time to go. Only weirdos go to all 4. Oh, I see. There's 4 services and you only go to 1. Okay. You had me for a minute there, Antonio. I thought you were saying you were going to all four. All right, yes, one service is acceptable. Four, that you're right. Those are weirdos. Uh, unless you're the pastor, in which case you're stuck at all four. All right, let's get the second half started. Guys, who do you think? So now that the first half is done, who do you think is still most likely to win this final? Put it in the chat, Senegal or Morocco, who's winning? It's still 0-0 at halftime, guys. Keep that in mind. It's still 0-0. Senegal have looked slightly better, but you know what? Both Spain and Portugal looked better than Morocco at the World Cup, and Morocco still found a way to win. So never discount Morocco. You say Morocco as well? All right. Winelke says Morocco. Jonathan Randall says Morocco. Tim says Senegal. West still back Senegal. Rogelio says Senegal. Pete, who's your favorite soccer club? You know, man, it sucks. I don't really have one these days because I used to be a big Man United fan way back when. But 10 years of mismanagement and just shit, and also not just that, the lack of connection to the club has sort of made me lose interest in Man United over time. I guess the closest would be the Chicago Fire, just because, you know, I was in Chicago for 3 years and I went to every home game and we were so bad. And it would be nice for that city to have a good soccer team. And so I do kind of keep track of the Fire, even though it sucks now because now I got to put up with Greg Berhalter coaching my team. But yeah, I'd say the closest thing is Chicago Fire. Not a Berhalter fan, but you know. And you know, look, maybe Berhalter's fine for MLS, right? Like maybe as an MLS coach, he's fine. He's just not a good national team coach. MLS is his level, TBH. Kind of like Wilfred Nancy. You're fine in MLS, but just don't go anywhere where there's real soccer, you know. Maybe support the team you're currently wearing. Yeah, I go to games. I go to OC games. I just don't have an emotional connection just yet to Orange County. I don't have an emotional connection. I would like to have more of an emotional connection, and maybe I will next year. Definitely when they have Pro Rel, I'm going to all the home games. When there's Pro Rel, I'm going all in on USL for sure. All right, Morocco presents AFCON second half should be starting soon. Greg haunting you to this very day. God wants you to be charitable, so I help out single moms and college girls in need of a non-ramen dinner. Good for you, Noel. I hope that's working out for you. Matarazzo versus Barcelona ongoing. That's right. By the way, Matarazzo has got them turned around. He's really turned that team around, Matarazzo. You got to give him credit. Pete, you resemble the perfect guy who screams, "You can't keep getting away with it," meme. Oh, Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad. He can't keep getting away with this. Yeah, Matarazzo has already done a pretty good job of rescuing Real Sociedad. They were hovering around relegation when he got there, and now they're in 11th. I think they got 4 points from his first 2 games, and they won a knockout game. And now they're playing Barcelona away from home. This is going to be interesting. See how he does. All right, second half is about to kick off here soon. We now guy Pete. For me, the states that can grow a soccer MLS culture team fast are Vermont, New Hampshire, West Virginia, Maine, and Michigan. Or USL. Why does it have to be MLS? Why not they join USL, start at the bottom, and earn their way in the top via pro rel that USL is bringing? Could do that. All right, second half is about to kick off here. And it's kicked off. We're in the second half of the AFCON final. Senegal versus Morocco. All right, Mendy. Long ball from Edouard Mendy. It's been kind of a dull game, guys. Over the top. Mazraoui jockeying with Ndiaye here. Ooh, Mazraoui steals it. Ball over the top. No, they're looking for El Kabi. Was never going to happen. Ismaili Assar picks that up easily, and Senegal recover possession. Morocco really are going for this long ball. Kind of pointless to me, if you ask me. Senegal on the ball in midfield, doing absolutely nothing with it, guys. This is such a boring final. So boring. It's like that meme where they're like nudging someone with a stick, like, come on, do something. Senegal switching it. Back out wide. Just playing along the back line right now, Senegal. Foul in midfield as they try to pass it to Gueye. Switch it to a game with an American. Should we switch to Milan? Let me pull up my iPad and we can get the Milan game going. Ah, shit. iPad's dead. Let's see what's happening over with Milan and Lecce. Guys, tell me in the chat. You want to keep going with AFCON or you want to watch Christian Pulisic? Because this AFCON game is, we can kind of do both. We can kind of keep an eye on both here if you want. See, Serie A. Milan Lecce. Morocco down the left. Crossed. Ooh, headed away. Ah, couldn't keep it in. Good, headed away by Diouf. Yeah, Malik Diouf heads that away. Morocco corner, Ashraf Hakimi will take. Maybe even some Matarazzo versus Barca. Yeah, it's hard. I don't have 3 screens right now. That's the problem. I can try my phone. See if I can watch on my phone. Lecce, here comes Milan. Pulisic on the ball. Oh, great ball in behind. Ah, Leao. Too slow out of the gate. Ashraf Hakimi. Corner. Headed away. Morocco have it. Is Al-Zuli from the edge of the box. Shot blocked. Real Sociedad versus Barcelona. Oh, come on. I've already activated my account, you guys. Let me charge my iPad. We'll watch it there. Wanna be in the room where it happened. Still 0-0 between Senegal and Morocco. Still 0-0 between Milan and Lecce. It's 0-0 at roughly 25 minutes in here. And I'll see if I can keep an eye on. All right, guys. Hang in there. Testman is also playing. Yeah, but I can't do endless screens. I can at best have 3 screens up here. Milan don't look like they're playing very well, to be honest. It looks very slow. Still 0-0, guys. Still 0-0 across the board. Lyon 0-0, Milan 0-0, Morocco 0-0. No one wants to score today, apparently. Yeah. It's kind of a sad day for goals. See if my iPad will turn on. Long ball over the top. What are Morocco doing? Long ball over the top, going nowhere. Boring. Throw in for Senegal, 54th minute. I have a feeling this one's going to penalties, guys. I think this one's going to overtime and penalties. Nicholas Jackson finally gets on the ball on the right-hand side. Dribbles in field. Is tackled. Senegal still pick it up. Kamara has it on the right. Ref stops play for an injury to Mazraoui in the box. So many stoppages in this game. So many, guys. So many. Every time I try to bring in a non-soccer watching friend, the games end up like this. I know, right? I know. That is so true. Hey, come watch soccer. It's fun. Get them all hyped up. All right, I'll come watch. They come over. 0-0. And they're like, why is everyone falling down the whole time? So what happens if nobody scores? And then about minute 24, they pick up their phone and start scrolling. And they're like, not really much happening, huh? How long is this game? Hey, the Panthers are on. Can we just switch the game, switch real quick and see what the Panthers score is? That's literally trying to introduce an American to soccer. Sometimes it's annoying. Went to cook food and I see it's still 0-0. Did any of our USM&T boys start their games yet? Yeah, Pulley and Tessman are both playing right now. Pulisic is still 0-0 with Lecce. Tessman is starting. Technically, Eric Palmer-Brown is on the bench in Greece. These are your options. This Milan game is not good either. El Kabi and... Oh, what's happening here? Oh, another foul. What a scrappy AFCON final this has been, huh? What a scrappy AFCON final this has been. Crumble, what's up? And that's the day the Panthers decide to be good, too. Exactly. Crumble me too. That's quite the name. All right, Senegal down the left. Sadio Mane. Mane slips him in. Cross, blocked, cleared. Back out to Mane in the box. Mane beats his man. Cross is blocked. That'll be a corner for Senegal. Damn. Lamine Camara to take it. Sadio Mane. Can Senegal score? 57th minute. Precious little has happened in this game. It's extremely dull so far. Corner, cleared away by Morocco. Bicycle kick over the top, easily grabbed by Bunu. Let's see if I can keep track of that Barcelona game as well. Christian Pulisic with a good layoff here. With 3v2. Cross blocked. Ooh, that could have gotten to Christian Pulisic if it... Ah. Oh my god! Oh my god, El Kabi! Oh my god, El Kabi! Literally inside the 6-yard box, misses an open goal. This guy, Brahim sets him up. The guy who scores, bicycle kicks for fun, crosses it in. Oh, to be fair, Mendy did a really good job of putting him off. Mendy came off his line and was really big, but man, you still got to at least hit the target there. Oh, you got to at least hit the target there. Ooh, damn, that was close. All right, Real Sociedad versus Barcelona. Oh, I got to create an account or some shit. All right, what I'll do is I'll go watch Paramount on the pad. I'll watch Pulley on the iPad. Ah. That was Morocco's big chance right there, huh? I don't know how El Kabi missed that one. That's crazy. Senegal down the right. Ball over the top. Headed away. Niakate on the ball. Too much standing around. Come on, guys. Ball over the top. And Guay brings it down. Such a boring game, huh? Nothing happening here at all. But to be fair, the same could be said of the Milan game, which is also 0-0 after 27 minutes. And Milan really don't look like they're doing much right now. Honestly, it's been sad. 11 Yanks, Matarazzo, and Sociedad are facing Barca now. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. I'm trying to get a hold of it so we can watch it here, or at least keep track of it. All right, Paramount Plus. We need to use Serie A here. So then we'll watch Milan here on the pad. And on the laptop, I'll keep track of Barcelona. Milan Lecce, watch live.
Yeah, probably was going to hit the target, but looks like was not.
All right. What do I think of Real Madrid sacking Xavi Alonso? Probably wasn't the right fit. They wanted a system guy to come in and be very specific about how Real Madrid are supposed to play. And they just have a lot of prima donnas at that club. They do best with man managers like Zidane and Ancelotti. But systems coaches who like are micromanagers and who want to coach and who want to do all of these things, it just doesn't work at Madrid. Like how many times have we seen that? It doesn't work. All right, let me pull up Barcelona here so we can see how Matarazzo is doing. Still 0-0 with Milan and Lecce. Senegal, Morocco, 62nd minute. Not only 0-0, but one of the most boring games I've ever seen. But finals do tend to be this way. Oh, Morocco have a chance here. El Khabi shoots. Blocked. Oh, shoots. Ooh. Morocco are coming to life here. El Zalzuli. Again, transition moments for Morocco. Once again, Real Sociedad have a free kick against Barcelona. 22 minutes. It's still 0-0. This is in Sociedad, by the way. Can they at least claim a point at home? They got a point against Atletico Madrid. Can they get a point against Barcelona? P, what do you think? Okay, who do you think replaces Poch for the World Cup, or does he renew? I'd be very surprised if he renews. Or he may not get renewed. If the team does poorly, he may not be offered a new contract. We have to see how the team does. But if the team does well enough, then do they offer him a new contract? Potentially. Potentially. Does he take it? I don't know. I don't know. I think U.S. Soccer might want to go back in the direction of some MLS shill hire. Like, what's that Seattle's coach's name? Brian Schmetzer. Maybe Wilfred Nancy to try to give it to him, which I don't think anybody in MLS deserves this job right now. I think we still need to continue to look at qualified high level coaches. Matarazzo won't be there because he just got the job at Sociedad and he probably wants to build something there. But we'll see. I think they were interested in Matarazzo in this last cycle, but I don't think they wanted to pay his salary. But then they went and paid Pochettino $6 million. So we'll see. All right, what's happening over at Sociedad? Barcelona's trying here. They just had a shot. Yamal sets him up real nicely there. Oh, just over the top. Danny Olmo. Just over the top there. Supposedly there's links he's going back to Spurs post World Cup. I don't know about that. We'll see. We'll see what he does. Oh, yeah, they could also try to get Cherundolo. God, that would be a disaster. Cherundolo would be an absolute disaster. Worse than Berhalter, maybe. Nil-nil between Milan and Lecce, 42nd minute. Nil-nil between Morocco and Senegal. 66th minute. 0-0 between Real Sociedad and Barcelona, 23rd minute. Oh my God, no, Steve. Please, God, save me. No, the softest speaker. Yeah, I am AFC's coach right now, and that's who I am. And as that, like they love that. He's like Berhalter in that way. Oh my God. Oh, he's bleeding out of his eye. Holy shit. Holy shit. Is he okay? Is that Brahim Diaz? Get the medics on the field now. Oh no, it's Ezazuli. Ezazuli. Oh no, it's not Ezazuli. It's oh my God, El Anahi. Out. That's gonna need stitches. Header right in the eye. Caught his head right in the eye. Ooh. I hope the medics are on the field right away. El Ainawi is his name. El Ainawi. Ouch. If you have to have an MLS coach, yes, I'd rather have BJ Callahan than Steve Cherundolo, for sure. John Moore says, I think U.S. soccer will most likely be done with foreign coaches after this cycle. They only got poached because of fan base pressure. Oh, you guys are really cooked after the World Cup, aren't we? We're really cooked. No, not out of his eye, Sounder. Just above his eye. Just bleeding just above his eye. Oof. Pete, what do you think of Ange Postecoglou for the USMNT? Too much of an idealist, if you ask me. Too much of an idealist. Not pragmatic enough to be a successful national team coach, in my opinion. Come on, Morocco, says Mr. Migote. 68 minutes, still 0-0. Christian Pulisic taking a corner for Milan right now against Lecce. Corner. Ooh, headed away, but that was a good corner by Pulisic. Rafael Leao. Shot blocked. From what I know, he loves to press and play attractive attacking soccer like Pochettino, but with more aggression. Yeah, and he leaves his back lines exposed. This is the problem. I don't think any MLS coach should be our number one choice. I think we should be looking at coaches with a degree of success at a high level. I don't think we should be looking at MLS coaches at all, John. But if we are going to have to go for an MLS coach, I think BJ would be my first choice as well. For sure. Definitely over Nancy and definitely over Cherundolo or Schmetzer. "70 minutes, still 0-0 between Senegal and Morocco. 44 minutes, still 0-0 between Milan and Lecce. 29 minutes, still 0-0 between Barcelona and Real Sociedad." So is Ange kind of like Jesse Marsh? Well, he's a lot better than Jesse Marsh, but yeah, same style. I mean, Jesse Marsh is another one. Do you think after the World Cup, if he doesn't continue with Canada, would you guys want Jesse Marsh? Would you? As I'm not so sure that I would. I think Jesse Marsh is a sociopath. And I think he makes it all about him. I think because he's got some charisma, he starts off well, but then things usually don't end up so well with him because he's stubborn, he refuses to change, and he is a guy who craves the limelight and craves the attention. Sounder74 says, depends on how Canada does. Yeah, I would agree with that. If he takes Canada on a deep run after their Copa America deep run, then maybe you could argue he's worth looking at for sure. But Jesse Marsch may not want to have anything to do with U.S. soccer after the way they treated him when they rehired Greg Berhalter. El Ainawi getting stitches, it looks like, or at least getting wrapped up. There's going to be a lot of extra time. Fair, but I still argue that we have played our best soccer under BJ. He picked the right players, is doing well with Nashville, and none of the realistic European options really speak to me. Yeah, look, the problem with that is we have very limited data sets with BJ Callahan. It's really just a few games, so it's hard to say for sure. But yeah, generally the early signs with BJ Callahan were good, and I think early on in the cycle, it might be worth giving him a shot, at least until Copa America and Olympics, right? At least the first 2 years and see how he does, and then we can see how he's doing and sort of monitor the situation. Lucho says, and also the problem is Jesse Marsch doesn't know how to shut the fuck up and quit being a baby. Yeah, he's a huge baby, and he keeps getting sent off for being a huge fucking baby. I agree with you. Against the USA in the third place game. Let's be optimistic. Poch stays after we make a semifinal. BJ was good because Greg was that bad and the team was happy to have change. Yeah, that's the big question. I think I sort of would have wanted bigger sample sizes on BJ Callahan, but I understand that's hard to get. It's hard to get. A lot of board members would have to vacate for Marsh to come back to the U.S. Yeah. I think Poch would want to go back to club management, is my guess, whatever happens. I don't know if international football suits him so much. For me, the only thing Jesse Marsch is good at is his motivational speeches. And his tactics are fine until he gets found out, right? He has a very specific way of playing. It's halftime at Milan, by the way. He has a very specific way of playing, and he wants all his teams to play that way. But he gets found out very, very quickly, and he can't adjust or adapt, which is why things usually fall apart for him towards the end of his tenures. Or they could try to bring back Greg Berhalter. Can you imagine? They try to bring him back. Lee, do you think the Copa America disaster and Nations League, if BJ was in charge over Greg? No, definitely not that bad. Definitely not that bad, no. All right, corner for Morocco. Whoa. Messina pushed. Ref is over there talking to them. How much actual soccer has been played in this game? Ashraf Hakimi with a corner kick here. Cleared. Ball over the top. Going nowhere. That'll be a goal kick. Oh, my God. This is so boring. Yeah, he's going to keep playing with that eye injury, it looks like. Yeah, he keeps on playing. He's back on. El Ainawi is back on. Poch would love him. Poch would be like, he's got big balls. Now they're making substitutions. We couldn't have made these substitutions during the injury. You guys are making for a very boring final. Sociedad are up 1-0. Real Sociedad have taken the lead on Barcelona. 1-0. Damn. Sociedad. Pellegrino Matarazzo is currently winning over Barcelona. Now, granted, we're not even at halftime. Well, yards the ball. And they have another free kick over the top. Oh, oh, another corner for Sociedad. They're on the front foot. Jules Koundé blocked the shot there. Substitutions happening in this AFCON final game. Very dull. Very, very dull, boys. Free kick for corner for Sociedad. Floated in, headed away. Oh, shot. Saved. Man, Sociedad are playing well here. Gonna have to keep track of this Matarazzo arc. Currently beating Barcelona, guys. They already got a draw with Atleti. Then they all won their other game 3-2. Then they won a Spanish Cup game, albeit on penalties. And now they're up at Barcelona 1-0 in the 36th minute. Where has Roberto Martinez been, though? You're saying a coach like Roberto Martinez? Where has he been the last however long? Since that 2022 World Cup, what's he been up to? Let's find out what he's been up to. I haven't seen him anywhere. Wasn't he coaching in like Saudi Arabia or something? Oh, no, he's coaching Portugal. What am I saying, you moron? He's coaching Portugal. Ah, how did I forget he was coaching Portugal? Ridiculous. Interesting to have a Spaniard coaching Portugal, huh? Yeah, let's see how he does with Portugal for sure. I mean, he's got a lot of World Cup experience, absolutely. But would he want to come coach the US? That's the big question. Hey, coming back to my question, what kind of coach would you be? A pragmatic coach, a defensive, physical style coach, or a pressing like a maniac coach? It all depends on my players. It all depends on what players I have. If I have players to play a certain way, you find a playing style that maximizes the talents of your players. Now, if I have unlimited, I can bring in all the players that I want. Sure, that's a different story. Then I would like to be an attacking coach for sure. I want to be entertaining. I want us to have the ball. I want us to move and disorganize opponents, to use a Greg Berhalter euphemism. I want to have the ball, to be the protagonist, to keep possession, to attack always. But you don't always have that luxury. So you have to adapt to the players you have. Still 0-0 right now between Morocco and Senegal. Real Sociedad, if they can hold on to this at least until halftime, that would be pretty cool. Ashraf Hakimi with a corner for Morocco here. Morocco have definitely been the better team this second half. Here come Barcelona, trying to slide him through. Lamine Yamal has it. Cuts in. Cuts back. Good defending. Oh, excellent defending by Sociedad. And they win a free kick. Wow. Damn. Matarazzo really has these guys motivated, huh? All right, Morocco make a sub before the corner. This game is like puttering to a halt. Watch Morocco score a late goal. No, we have extra time, guys. Looks like extra time we're going to be here. Pass, move, and organize opponents has been ruined for me by Colin Reese. Pass and move. That is his favorite phrase. Gotta pass and move. Our players don't know how to pass and move. Mendy, shot. Oh, straight at Mendy. Sort of on the half volley at the edge of the box. Sort of mishit it. It hit it into the ground, and there was an easy catch by Mendy. Kind of missed that opportunity there as Azuli. Yeah, there's going to be extra time in this game. I can't see either of these teams scoring in the next 10 minutes, guys. I just can't. '40th minutes between Real Sociedad and Barcelona. And right now, the American coach, Pellegrino Matarazzo, is up 1-0. All right, Barcelona have a corner now. Can they defend it? No. Sociedad have a corner. Wow, Sociedad are really on the front foot right now, huh? All right, 83rd minute between Morocco and Senegal. Still nothing. Headed over. It doesn't look like either Morocco or Senegal want to do anything. They're all offside there on that one. 1-0, 42nd minute. Sociedad still in the lead. Milan Lecce, halftime. 83rd minute between Senegal and Morocco, and we still do not have a goal. Very, very dull. Very, very, very dull. I don't know how long they'll add for that injury. They only added 2 minutes, Tim, to the first half, and they should have added at least 5 or 6. So I don't know how long they're actually going to add for that injury. But it's been kind of a disappointing AFCON final, I'm not going to lie. All right, Barcelona coming here. Yamal switches it out to Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo crosses it in. Jules Koundé shot blocked. That'll be a corner for Barcelona, 43rd minute. Senegal trying to do something here. Ashraf Hakimi clears it. Goes back out. Was more fun last AFCON watching Ivory Coast have the comeback of their lives every single game. I know, that was way more fun than this. This is really dull. Ice Lord, what's up? How you doing? All right, guys. I have a feeling this is going to penalties. That's the only way I can see this going. Meanwhile, we're almost at halftime in Sociedad. here. Lamine Yamal will take a corner for Barcelona. 45th minute. Morocco are definitely attacking now, but Senegal clear their lines. Another corner for Barcelona. That's Dani Olmo taking it. They play it short. Cross goes in. Not even anywhere near. And that'll be a goal kick for Sociedad. Looks like they'll make it to halftime, but they do have 5 minutes. So let's see. Is Tack watching the same game? I actually have no idea what Tack's up to. Oh, Morocco wasting time. No surprise there. No surprise there. Is that Guerd down? Yeah, guys, we're going to extra time in this Morocco game, aren't we? Hansi Flick does not look happy with Barcelona right now. They're in the second minute of extra time. There are 5 total. And the Sociedad goal kick is about to happen. 88th minute, Senegal versus Morocco. Milan Lecce, the players are lining up in the tunnel, coming out. Long ball, headed away by Barcelona. Takafusa Kubo fouled. Nope, ref says play on. Jules Koundé will try to blast it long. He doesn't. He gives it to Yamal. Yamal gives it away very sillily. Real Sociedad playing a very, like a mid-block right here. Very compact mid-block. Not letting Barcelona break through. Jules Koundé high up the field. Yamal gives it to him. Dani Olmo. Oh, Yamal's free. He's going to shoot. He cuts. He cuts. Blocked. Messina is off for El Yamik. Yeah, Messina's out. Messina's out injured. Did something to his hip, it looks like. Hang in there, Messina. Oh my God, save. What a save for the Sociedad keeper. What a save. Could have been a Lamine Yamal goal right there. Ramiro, excellent save, Ramiro. Oh my God, oh my God. He's in behind. He's in behind. Lays it off. He's going to shoot. Senegal, saved. Oh my God, this Morocco-Senegal game has come to life all of a sudden. Oh my God, Kamara with the goal. Very good save by Bonu there. Mane taking the throw in himself. It's getting exciting. Finally, guys. Minutes left to play here in normal time. Not minutes, seconds left to play in normal time. Senegal brings it down, heads it down, easily grabbed by Bonu. Wow. Oh my God, Morocco comes out the other end, shoots over the bar. Oh my God, it's Azuli. It's Azuli just over the bar. He got in behind, tight angle, had to create a little bit of space there, and chipped the keeper, but chipped it over the bar. Now this Morocco game comes to life. Really? Now y'all trying to play. 1 minute. 1 minute. Now watch. They're going to go to extra time and they're going to shut up shop again. No one's going to do anything. Barcelona, Real Sociedad is still winning 1-0. This is kind of crazy. Good defending Sociedad. Good attempted through ball. Ref says, is that a penalty? No way. Penalty. Penalty for Barcelona? Damn. Yeah, Lamine Yamal wins a penalty here. Oh, he was off. He was off. He was off. That shouldn't be a penalty. He tripped him. But on the initial run, Lamine Yamal was offside. Well, Yarzabal not happy, but he was offside. Oh my God, Senegal scored. Oh my God, Senegal scored. Wait, what? Now this game got crazy all of a sudden out of nowhere. Ref said no goal. Hang on. Corner. Pushed him down, headed it off the post. Oh, but the ref blew for a free kick because he pushed him. Oh, I don't think that's a push. I don't think that's a push. I think that's a legitimate goal for Senegal. I think that's a legitimate goal for Senegal. Look at this. He didn't do anything. He shrugged him off because he was being pushed, but he didn't push him. Damn. I don't know. That's kind of sketch. Do they not have VAR? Nicholas Jackson is coming off for another NDA. How is that not a goal for Senegal? Meanwhile, Barcelona, 8 minutes of added time in that Senegal game, by the way. Meanwhile, Barcelona still needs to have this reviewed. Oh, he was offside. No penalty for Barcelona because he was correctly offside, like I said. No penalty. And they will go into halftime without a penalty, it looks like. Lamine Yamal not happy, but he was offside. That is the correct decision. Still 0-0 between Senegal and Morocco. Senegal had what looked like a pretty legitimate goal disallowed because of a sort of foul, but it wasn't a foul. Edouard Mendy chips it out wide. Over the top. Clears. Ooh. It's getting scrappy. Milan Lecce has started again, by the way. It's halftime. Real Sociedad are up 1-0 at home against Barcelona. Pellegrino Matarazzo working miracles with this team already. Is what not way offside? The Morocco team. Which one are you talking about here? I'll spur. If the World Cup gets moved to the UK, will the draw remain the same? The World Cup is not getting moved to the UK. What makes you think it's getting moved to the UK? Morocco are not happy about something. There's a corner here. Ashraf Hakimi's corner. Oh, Brahim Diaz claims he was fouled. I'm not so sure he was. I don't know. That didn't seem that bad to me. Do they not have VAR in AFCON? Where's VAR in all of this? Because that Senegal goal should have stood. I'm watching this. No, he threw himself. He didn't do anything. He threw himself. He pulled him back a little bit, but that's not a penalty. Brahim Diaz, chill the fuck out. Oh, now they're checking VAR. They couldn't check VAR on the Senegal goal, but they're checking it for Morocco. Come on. Come on. So, yeah, look, did he have his hand on his shoulder? Yeah, for sure. Did he pull him back a little bit? Yes. Is it a full on pull? No, he slowed it. He dropped to the ground. There's no way. I don't think that's a penalty. Nah, that's not a penalty. Not in a million years is that a penalty. And they wouldn't check Senegal's goal, which was a perfectly legitimate goal. This is, if they call this penalty for Morocco, that'll be such a rigged final. I would not call this a penalty. At the very least, if you're going to call this a penalty, you have to allow Senegal's goal. I don't think that should be a penalty. I really don't. This is some rigged shit. Penalty! Oh my God, they gave him a penalty to Morocco. Oh my God. That is some bullshit. I was rooting for Morocco too, but this is bullshit. Senegal has a perfectly legitimate goal disallowed, and now a very questionable penalty call on Morocco in the final at home. This feels kind of rigged, guys. I'm not going to lie. Oh, and now Ismaiah's on a yellow card. No, Senegal have every right to be furious here. They have every right to be furious here. I'm going to tweet some shit out. That is some bullshit. I was rooting for Morocco, but that's bullshit. 2 yellow cards distributed now. Senegal are furious, and they have every right to be. Yeah, man. That's crazy. That's some bullshit. Come on, Mendy, save it. That would be great if Mendy could save it. Come on, Mendy. Still 0-0 between Milan and Lecce. I'm going to ignore the chat for a little bit because I know some of you are ahead of me while I watch this penalty. Holy shit. If that's a penalty, then they should have let the Senegal's goal stand because that was less of a foul. So Senegal, all of Senegal's fouls are fouls, but none of Morocco's are. Come on. That's bullshit. All right, penalty for Morocco here. This could end up being the last kick of the game. This is bullshit, man. This is bullshit. Everyone's fighting and yelling at each other, and the Senegal coach is furious, and Mendy is getting the crowd excited. They're pulling all of the Senegal players off the field. What is happening right now? Oh no, they're sending them back. Okay. Is Senegal, what's he doing? Is he taking all the players off? Are they quitting the game? Are the Senegal players just quitting the game? Whoa. Are they quitting the game? This is insane. Are they just going to abandon the match? Are they going to refuse to play? I can't blame them, man. This is some bullshit, to be honest. Some bullshit. They're just going to refuse to play the rest of this game, aren't they? What a disgrace for if this final gets abandoned. If they abandon this final and Morocco just wins because of that, I mean, what a fuck you to the whole federation. It makes AFCON look really bad. And it makes the referee look really bad too. This is amazing. I love this. I love this. That is blatant bullshit. Blatant bullshit. Even the goalkeeper. So what will happen is, the rules are, if you refuse to play the game, if you refuse to play the rest of the game, then the other team gets a 3-0 win. The opponent gets a 3-0 win automatically, but it will forever have an asterisk on that game because the Senegal players will have walked off. Honestly, I kind of like it because this is very blatant. That's not a penalty, and Senegal's goal should have scored, should have stood. Should have stood. I wonder if they're going to come back on or if they're going to actually abandon the match. I wonder if they're going to come back on. They're still there. They haven't gone into the tunnel. They're on the field. They're just not going to play. There's no way that was a foul. They're showing the foul from which Senegal scored. It wasn't a foul. The guy ran into him and he kind of brushed him off with his hands. That's not a foul. Not in a million years. Our Senegal coach is talking to the referee right now. I think they're abandoning the game. This is crazy. Pape Tia is abandoning the game, it looks like. I'm watching on Fubo TV. Noel says this made up for a crappy game. What a way to protest. Just walk off the field. Be like, this is blatant corruption. This is blatant corruption. You have to do something about blatant corruption. They wouldn't even VAR check the Senegal goal, but this one that's not a foul in a million years, they check it. This is insane. They're still fighting. They're still fighting. This is so crazy. Absolute chaos. We are witnessing the worst AFCON finals ever, or the best, depending on how you look at it. This would be so embarrassing for AFCON if Senegal refused to play. But honestly, I kind of dig it. I kind of dig it. It's just pure corruption. No, the ref is not emotionless. The ref knows he's in deep shit. If Senegal refuse to play this game, it'll be a stain on the African Cup of Nations. It'll be a stain on this referee. It'll be a stain on Morocco's win, and it will make the African Confederation look really, really bad. But to be honest, there is no other way to combat, in my opinion. This is clear. Yeah, they've abandoned the game. They've abandoned the game. They've all walked inside. This is crazy. Honestly, there have been so many moments where it felt like this, where there was clear, terrible calls, makes you feel like, is the game rigged? Is there corruption? It's about time for a team to do something like this and to send the message to FIFA that you can no longer tolerate bullshit refereeing. They're trying to appeal to Senegal to get back on the field and play. I don't think they're gonna. They already walked down the tunnel. They'll get some suspension, but Senegal won't care. Let's see what happens here. Wait, is Mane calling them back? Mane is saying we can't forfeit. So Mane is bringing them back on. Dude, this is crazy. I don't think they should listen to Mane. Just be like, no. You need something serious like this in order to wake FIFA up. Because this has happened many times where there's a World Cup tournament, whatever, a big tournament, and there's some serious, blatant refereeing issues, even with VAR. Are they coming back on? Oh boy, Mark G. Yeah, looks like they're coming back. Damn. Looks like they're coming back. Mane is in on it. Ah. This is pure corruption, guys. Absolute nonsense. So Senegal had a perfectly legitimate goal that they should have scored, and the guy who shot off the post sort of brushed off a defender with his arm like this as he ran, and they said it wasn't a goal, but they wouldn't even VAR check it. Okay? And then minutes later, Morocco gets a very questionable penalty on Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz gets barely shrugged and pulled like this in the box. Barely. Normal stuff that happens all the fucking time in the box during penalties. Happens all the time. All the time. And then what? They get VAR reviews it and they get a penalty. Senegal walked off the field to forfeit in protest, and now it looks like Mane is bringing them back. Mane went into the dressing room, it looks like, to get some of these other guys back out. And the ref is laughing. So someone here saying best thing would be for Morocco to intentionally miss or roll it to the keeper. If they have any guts, yes, but that'll never happen in a million years. Morocco will score it and they will win AFCON, and it will always have an asterisk around it. But you never know. Mendy could still save it. Mendy could still save it. The protest does need to happen, though. Oh, now the referee's giving out more yellow cards to Senegal? He just gave Mendy a yellow card. This referee is a fucking moron. He gave out 3 more yellow cards to Senegal. This is insane. This is blatantly corrupt, guys. If I was Senegal, I would not have come back out there. The only problem with forfeiting like that is they could get sanctioned for the World Cup. FIFA could sanction them and say, Morocco can't win so many points now. I'm not Morocco, Senegal. That has to be the only reason. I don't know what the rule is, but if you forfeit a match, FIFA can also sanction you because it's technically a FIFA competition, right? So could they get sanctioned by FIFA and, maybe banned from the World Cup? That might be the only thing stopping them from walking out and protest. They don't want to be banned from the World Cup. That could be it. That could be the reasoning. That's the only thing I can think of. Brahim Diaz himself will take it. Brahim Diaz will take it against Edouard Mendy, after which I'm pretty sure the game will end. Man, I feel bad for Senegal, man. I feel bad for Senegal. They deserve better than this. All right, Brahim Diaz versus Edouard Mendy. Senegal came back out, and the game continued. Wow. Wow, you guys. Brahim Diaz looks very focused. Now Senegal are interrupting again. They're trying to get the nerves on, what's his name? Trying to get the nerves on Diaz. Mendy coming up close to the ball. Wow. Wow, the shit housing right now is incredible, you guys. For the game that was so dull the entire way through to end this way is so crazy. It's so crazy. I hope Morocco missed this one. Oh my God! He chipped it right into Mendy. Mendy stayed strong. He chipped it right into Mendy's hands. Oh my God! Fucking incredible! Fucking incredible! He tried to chip it down the middle, and Mendy just stood up and caught the ball. Oh, he tried to be all cheeky, and he chipped it right into Edouard Mendy's hands. Oh my God! Did he do it on purpose? I don't think so. I don't think that was on purpose. Do you think he did that on purpose? I don't think he did it on purpose. What is happening? It's full time, 0-0. Oh my God. Today I feel Senegalese. Yeah, I was rooting for Morocco. Unless Brahim Diaz did that on purpose. I don't think he did that on purpose. I think that was an attempted Panenka gone wrong. What do you guys think? In the spirit of fair play? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think he did it on purpose? It didn't look on purpose to me. To me, it looked like he tried to. If you're going to do it in fair play, it has to be so obvious. You have to literally pass it to the goalkeeper. You have to pass it to the goalkeeper or miss it on purpose. But trying to Panenka it, ooh, that doesn't feel like it's on purpose. He tried to score extra disrespectfully. Yeah, probably. Oh my God, this is so crazy, guys. This game that was so dull all the way through has absolutely come to life now. And I'm here for it. Meanwhile, Milan and Lecce still 0-0 after 70 minutes. Still 0-0 after 70 minutes. Oh, also, Barcelona Real Sociedad has started second half again. Sociedad still winning 1-0. Oh, Takefusa Kubo. Oh, nice pulling it back. Oh, but it's taken away from him. 50th minute, and Sociedad are still winning at home against Barcelona, and that'll be a yellow card. Damn, this is so wild, you guys. How is this game so dull? So dull the entire time. And then just came to life toward the end. Wow. So now we're going to have half an hour of overtime. Now we're going to have half an hour of overtime and penalties. This is going to be a crazy ass half an hour. Just you watch. Woo. But now I'm rooting for Senegal. Sorry. Screw Morocco on that one. That was bullshit. And you know what? Fucking karma. He tried to be extra disrespectful to the Senegal fans and grabbed it. Mendy picked it up. Damn. Wow. What a shit show. All right. So we're going to have half an hour of extra time. And then we're going to go to penalties, it looks like. Noel is saying he missed on purpose to get Senegal back on the field. No, they were already back on the field. They were already back on the field. I don't think he missed that on purpose. If you're going to miss on purpose, it has to be very obvious. Either you just roll it to the keeper or you shoot it over the bar on purpose. Whatever. You've got to make it obvious. I think he tried to Panenka and Mendy just caught it. That's what I think happened. Unless you guys have another perspective that I don't have. Can you tell me? Anybody who thinks that he missed on purpose in the spirit of fair play, tell me your argument. I want to hear what you think. All right. Extra time has begun. Christian Pulisic being subbed off in the 73rd minute. He's not happy. Is he injured? Shit. But he's not injured. He's just getting pulled, and he wasn't happy at all. Pulisic is off, so there goes the Milan game. Do not care about that anymore. It looks like Poch will go back to England after the World Cup. I want an American coach who will recruit dual nats. I want a good coach. I don't want necessarily an American coach. I want a good coach. And to be honest, there aren't really a lot of good American coaches. You also can recruit dual nats as, you know, a general manager. It doesn't have to be the coach recruiting dual nats. I want a good coach, not an American coach. Brahim Diaz IG account is getting invaded by Senegalese fans. Oh, shit. Nancy to coach, USMNT? God, I hope not. That guy was a disaster at Celtic. A disaster. And he doesn't know how to, his teams don't know how to defend. Xavi Alonso, Rob Garcia. We're not getting Xavi Alonso. I'll tell you that right now. All right. So in the 93rd minute, this game is going to be crazy. Damn, that's insane. All right. Let's see if this next half an hour is going to be as boring as the rest of the game was. Oh, Brahim Diaz. The question is, guys, if this goes to penalties, which it probably will. Okay, so this is one theory. This is one theory by Noel. The way Sane ran back to get guys was because a deal was made between players. Respect for Morocco players realizing the fix was in. Senegal. Senegal. Goal! Senegal goal. Gueye. Gueye with a goal. Oh my God. Oh my God. Idrissa Gueye scores. Senegal have taken the lead. Justice prevails. Senegal have taken the lead here in the 94th minute in extra time in the AFCON final. I don't think this was done on purpose because Brahim Diaz looks absolutely shattered. Noel, I understand why you think what you think. I think what happened was Mane talked to an official who was like, FIFA can literally pull you from the World Cup if you abandon a game for no reason because you don't like a call. So Mane was like, fuck, we got to be at the World Cup. Guys, come back on. Come back on. That's what I think happened. If he missed it on purpose, if Brahim Diaz missed it on purpose, I don't think he looks the way he looks. First of all, he looks completely gutted, number one. Number two, he also didn't make it clear that he was missing it on purpose. If you're going to miss it on purpose, make it clear. He didn't do that. He tried to Panenka it, and it looked disrespectful. I don't think he missed it on purpose. I'm open to being wrong, but I don't think he missed that on purpose. I really don't. I think it was a Panenka, and it was saved because Mendy stayed on his feet. Damn, what a final. 1-0. Idrissa Gueye gives Morocco the lead. Oh, it's not Idrissa Gueye. I'm sorry. Papa Gueye. Papa Gueye gives Morocco the lead. 1-0 in the 94th minute. Ooh. Oh, and Nesri came on and slammed into Diouf. This better be a yellow card for Diouf. No, not Morocco. Senegal. I'm sorry. I misspoke. Senegal in the lead. 1-0. Papa Gueye scored the leading goal for Senegal in the 94th minute. Wow. Now, can Morocco equalize? If they equalize fair and square, nobody will have a problem with it. Edouard Mendy with a long ball, headed away. Oh, damn. Brahim Diaz with a shot on target, saved by Mendy yet again. Senegal clear their lines. This could be a fun. Now that Morocco need a goal, this game could come to life, guys. This game could come to life. I mean, I can't believe it's an extra time, but by the way, 60 minutes in Sociedad, and they're still leading Barcelona 1-0. They're still leading 1-0. Also, we're going to be playing potentially the AFCON champions in a friendly, which is Senegal. Exactly. Oh, Diaz is subbed off. Ooh, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt. Brahim Diaz, subbed off. Damn, Morocco making a bunch of subs here. Long ball cleared. Kind of back and forth. There's not much happening right now, guys. It's just basically both teams kicking it as hard as they can to the other guy's side of the field. Not a lot of soccer happening on it. What is going on, guys? Settle. Settle. Bring the ball down and play. Oh, Senegal come again. There's still enough guys back. Sadio Mane, cross. Oh, they missed it. Poor touch. Heavy legs. What can Morocco do here? What a crazy ass game, guys. Morocco cut it back. They could still score. Is Azuli? Nope. Give it away. And they give it right back to Morocco. It's all Morocco right now, guys. It's all Morocco, nonstop. They could score. They still have plenty of time. They have 20 minutes. Oh, good cross, but it's cleared. Senegal planned that drama ahead of a PK. I mean, it probably played on their minds mentally, for sure, but it was kind of a bullshit moment. Ooh, Morocco almost scored. Hey, what happened with the game? You talk about injustice. Also, where will McKennie go? Tessman subbed off. Where will McKennie go? I have no idea. McKennie is apparently wanted by some teams in Italy and Atletico Madrid and also the Premier League. So we're just going to have to wait and see. So long as he doesn't go back to MLS, I'll be fine with wherever he goes. I just don't want him coming home for an early retirement like Josh Sargent. Tessman got subbed off. Okay. I don't really know how he played. How did he do? Let us know how he did. The game was crazy. Senegal had a legitimate goal disallowed because supposedly he fouled the guy before he scored or before he shot. I don't think it looked like a foul at all. And then Brahim Diaz was fouled in the box. It was not a foul. It was like a pull of the shoulder, a very slight pull during a corner, which happens all the time. He made a huge meal out of it. They went to VAR. I saw it multiple times. It's not a penalty. And yet somehow the referee gave it. And now Senegal decided they were going to abandon the game in protest, basically forfeit. And then, after a while, they were like, we can't do that, really, probably because they didn't want to get sanctioned by FIFA right before the World Cup. And then, you know, and then they came back on, and Brahim Diaz tries to Panenka the penalty, misses it, not misses it, but it goes straight into the arms of Mendy. And then Senegal come back and score. So what a crazy ass finish to a game. It was such a boring game, guys. It was such a boring game. Meanwhile, Sociedad, 64th minute, are still 1-0 up at home against Barcelona. They win this game, they're definitely safe from relegation. They're showing the replay on that Senegal goal. What a nice finish, Papa Gueye. Mane looks like a genius now. Yeah, for bringing his guys back on the field. Yeah, Brahim Diaz is in tears on the bench, guys. I don't think he missed that on purpose. He's in tears on the bench. There's no way he missed that on purpose. All right, here comes Morocco. They've got, I don't know, roughly 18 minutes now to try to get an equalizer and take this into extra time. Guys, Diaz's IG account is pure chaos. Poor Diaz. Yeah, well, He's gonna feel it for the next couple of days. He's gonna get a lot of hate for missing that. But you know what? If he hadn't oversold that penalty, that was never a penalty, and he wouldn't have had an opportunity to miss it. Oh my God, Morocco almost just scored, and Nesri with the header. Oh my God. Beautiful cross. He gets down, and it's just wide from Nesri. Oh, Senegal better be careful. Senegal better be careful. Morocco could still equalize. Who's coming off with an injury now? Oh, it's one of the subs. Oh, Morocco come again. Oh, fouled. No, ref says no. Play on. Oh my God. Oh my God, he's still going. He's going to score. Oh, blocked. What a run, though. What an incredible run that was. Oh my God. What an incredible run. Ibrahim Mbaye from Paris Saint-Germain, the 17-year-old. What an incredible run that was. He almost scored. He almost scored. Senegal just blocked it. He literally ran down the side of the touchline, dribbled multiple players infield, and almost scored. Unbelievable. All right, ball is all the way back with Edouard Mendy now. All the way back. How much time left? It's 105 minutes, so they're just half time, basically 15 minutes left. It's the midway break. Hakimi with the cross to nobody. Whoa. Morocco giving the ball away completely needlessly. Sadio Mane fouled for sure. All right, halftime, 15 more minutes. Senegal lead 1-0. Papague's goal in the 94th minute. Let's check in on Real Sociedad over here. See how they're doing. Still 1-0. 69th minute. Still beating Barcelona 1-0. Has any American coach ever beat Barcelona? I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, they just scored. Barcelona just scored. Marcus Rashford, header. 1-1. Lamine Yamal's cross. Marcus Rashford, poorly marked, 70 minutes. Barcelona will win this game now. Barcelona will win now. Marcus Rashford with the header. Yeah, 1-1. Do I like Lamine Yamal? I mean, I don't know him. I like, as a player, he's a very good player. He's very entertaining to watch. He's still young. He's still a kid, but, you know, definitely an incredible player. Definitely an incredible player, yeah. I don't know if I like him like personality-wise, but as a player, yeah, for sure. I'm so invested in this game that when I heard they just scored, my heart sank, thinking it was Morocco for a second, even though it's halftime. Ah, Are you not watching it? Are you just going with my commentary? How many of you are just going with my commentary without watching it? No, Sociedad didn't score. Barcelona scored. Yeah, Marcus Rashford unmarked in the box. Oh my God! Sociedad just scored the winner. You're right. Oh my God! Sociedad just scored. It's 2-1. 2-1. Sociedad takes the lead right after that. 1-1, and now they're in the lead over Barcelona. 2-1. Is that Oyarzabal who scored it? Insane. Wow. Two exciting games coming to life. Wow. Sociedad 2-1, beating Barcelona. Pellegrino Matarazzo is beating Barcelona, you guys. Right after Barca scored, Sociedad came back and scored. That's insane. Now Sociedad's going to waste time. So we're at minute 107. Morocco versus Senegal here. Not much is happening still. Wow. If Sociedad can hang on and pull this off, that'll be an incredible, incredible win for them. Oh my God, they almost just scored a third. Header was just wide from Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal. Could have been 3-1. Could have been 3-1. Jeez. All right, here comes Senegal. Can Morocco steal it back? Morocco have 13 minutes right now to find an equalizer, or Senegal will be AFCON champions 2026. Damn. Here comes Hakimi. Hakimi fouled. Free kick. Sadio Mane fouling Hakimi. Wow. Oh, Sociedad come again. We're in the 74th minute, and Sociedad are still going. They have the ball. Cross. And straight to the goalkeeper's hands. Ref says it's a corner. Corner for Sociedad. All right, Morocco, can they do something here? Can they find an equalizer? Or will Senegal become AFCON champions 2026? Corner kick. Oh my God, they almost scored again. Goalie saved. Would have been an own goal. Wow, would have been an own goal. Another corner for Sociedad. Wow, they're really dominating. This is kind of crazy. Barcelona looked cooked. All right, Morocco have a dangerous free kick here on the edge of the right-hand side of the box. Morocco have a dangerous free kick here, guys. Oh, there's lasers coming in from the crowd. And they take it. Easy one, straight at Mendy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sociedad's goal. Oh, Barcelona's goalkeeper got mixed up. Chipped. Headed off. Oh my God. Sociedad have like had 4 shots on target right now. Wow, this is crazy. Their own goalie's screwing it up. Chipped. Thank God someone was back on the line to head it away. Otherwise, that would have been 3-1 to Sociedad. Oh! He missed it! Oh my God, he missed it! Oh my God, open goal off the goalie. And then it was just him and the open goal, and Senegal misses a chance to make it 2-0 and finish off the game. He dragged it wide. How does he drag that wide? Oh my God. Oh my God. That would have been 2-0 right there. That would have been 2-0. Crazy. Meanwhile, Sociedad have another corner in the 76th minute. Damn. This is kind of crazy. He dragged that one wide. That would have finished the game off. Oh, when you rewatch it, actually, dude, Sociedad are dominating this entire game right now. They're dominating this entire game. They just came again. They had a shot blocked. That's insane. Oh, he was offside. So on the rewatch with Senegal's missed goal, it was tougher than it looks because the goalie had his hand on the ball when he shot, so it deflected it. It kind of deflected off the keeper, sort of. All right, Senegal have a free kick here, and all they really need to do right now is time waste. That's all they really have to do. Morocco clear their lines. Fouled. Free kick for Morocco. Wow. Sociedad, 78th minute. Meanwhile, Morocco coming here, they have less than maybe 7 minutes. 7 minutes plus added time. Can they do something here? No, tries to slip him through. Morocco still have it. Barcelona trying to do something here, but can't do much. Goal kick for Sociedad. I'm going to cover Sargent a little bit later, guys. I'm going to cover Sargent in another video. I'm not going to cover that today because it's kind of a big topic. All right, there are 6 minutes left. 6 minutes left. Shot saved. Oh, Senegal almost scored again. What a golazo from outside the box. Miss IL, do you think Kevin Paredes can sneak into the World Cup roster? No. Poch loves, what's his name? Arston too much. It's going to be Arston and A-Rob at left wing back. I don't think he's going to bring Paredes at all. I would be very, very surprised. Let's put it that way. All right, corner for Senegal. We're in the 116th minute here. Shoots from distance. Wide. Not a bad shot, though. Still 2-1 to Sociedad. Pedri doesn't look happy. 83rd minute. 83rd minute. Four minutes left for Morocco to try to find an equalizer here, guys. 4 minutes left. What can they do? Not much, apparently. Mendy grabs it and goes back to the ground. As Alzuli pushes him over. Do you think Cavan or Albert will make debut for USMNT after the World Cup? Possibly, depending on how, Cavan is doing with the Union and how, if Albert makes his Dortmund debut and is playing for Dortmund, then yeah, absolutely. I doubt either of them will go to the World Cup. I very much doubt either of them will go to the World Cup, but maybe after the World Cup for the next cycle. Long ball here is Alzuli, and that is cleared. Senegal don't look like they're going to concede, guys. They really don't. What is Matarazzik? You mean Matarazzo? Cross, easily grabbed by Mendy. Matarazzo is still 2-1 up in the 85th minute on Barcelona. That's pretty crazy. Another 24 minutes of injury time to give Morocco a fair chance. Ball flicked over. Oh, handball. Handball. But the ref says foul. All right, looks like both of these games are going to end. There's 3 minutes of extra time now. 3 minutes of extra time. Sociedad is still beating Barcelona right now. I'm not going to be able to finish this game. As soon as the whistle blows on this one, I got to go, guys. I've been live for a long time. I've been live for 3 hours, guys. I've been live for 3 hours. My voice is giving out on me. All right, there's roughly 2 minutes of added time here, after which Senegal will be declared AFCON champions if Morocco can't do something here, which they don't look like they're gonna, to be honest. They look completely demoralized. Completely demoralized. What's happening right now over at Sociedad? They're going to VAR for a red card review. On who? On a Barcelona player? Soler is talking to somebody? Oh, this could be a red card. Ooh, ouch. That studs up. That could be a red card on Soler. Oh, he almost broke his ankle. That's absolutely a red card. Yeah, Soler's going to get sent off for that. That's 100% a red card. Oh, that's dangerous. Studs up. He could have taken his foot off. That's 100% a red. Yeah, red card. Soler's off. Now, can they hold on to this lead? Carlos Soler has been sent off for a very dangerous studs up challenge, and that's well deserved. On Pedri, that's well deserved. He's off. All right, so Sociedad down to 10 men now in the 88th minute. All right, Senegal, Morocco. Senegal still leading 1-0 here. There are about 20 seconds left. The whistle could go at any time, men. Anytime now. And then Senegal will erupt in joy, and I'm going to get off the stream because my voice is failing me here. It's not over. It's still on. At least from what I can see, they're still playing. Foul on the Senegal guy. He's pushed to the ground. Last goal kick here. Looks like going to be the last goal kick. Game over. Senegal are AFCON champions. Senegal are AFCON champions 2026, and deservedly so. They were the better team throughout, in my opinion. And despite having a goal disallowed and being awarded a very unfair penalty, Brahim Diaz choked when it mattered, and Senegal came back and scored. Justice has been done. Well deserved. Meanwhile, Real Sociedad are currently 2-1 up on Barcelona, and they are coached by none other than American coach Pellegrino Matarazzo. You want me to stay for extra time on this one, guys? I'll stay for extra time on this one, okay? It's literally the 90th minute right now. It's literally the 90th minute. Oh, and they added 9 minutes of extra time? Oh, my God. You got to be kidding me. 9 minutes of extra time. What does this mean for Greg Berhalter's legacy? What do you mean? What does it mean for Greg Berhalter's legacy? What do you mean by what's it mean for Berhalter's legacy? Yeah, Morocco are done. I mean, they're not done. They just didn't win AFCON at home. Brahim Diaz is going to get a lot of abuse for that one. But frankly, he oversold the penalty and demanded the penalty and then was a little bit too cocky and tried to Panenka it right into the goalkeeper's hands. Morocco will never live this down. Well, they'll have a World Cup. They need to come back to the World Cup and show that they can win without the referee's help. That's the truth. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. All right, we have 9 minutes. Why is it 9 minutes of added time here? Refs trying to help Barcelona in this Sociedad game. 9 minutes of added time. Are you insane? Well, Sadio Mane gets to win the AFCON, and I'm happy for him. And this is a good Senegal team. They're going to be a very, very dangerous team at the World Cup. I hope. I certainly hope so. Meanwhile, Morocco going to have to come to the World Cup with a chip on their shoulder and something to prove. They're going to have to come back from this for sure. Mane winning the only 2 AFCON Senegal ever has. He's a forever legend. Yeah. Huge legend. Huge, huge legend. They called them VAR Morocco for a reason during this tournament. They did get a lot of penalties on VAR. They really did. All right. Meanwhile, let's check in on Barcelona Sociedad. It is still 2-1. We're in the 93rd minute. Sociedad playing with 10 men. And Barcelona trying to score here. But they don't look like they're gonna. If they hold on and win this after drawing with Atleti, and then they won their other game, that's 7 points from his first 3 league games. And that pulls them clear of relegation pretty easily. Over the top, looking for Frankie de Jong. Nope, it's still in. Headed away. And that'll be a corner for Barcelona. 94th minute. Sociedad defending with 10 men right now, guys. 10 men. We got cramping in this Sociedad game, also known as time wasting. But you do whatever you got to do. You're 2-1 up over Barcelona in the 95th minute. All right, guys. I'm fading, so I'm going to call this a night. Good luck. Hopefully, Matarazzo wins this one. He probably will. Have a great rest of your Sunday. I'm going to go hang with my girl. I'll talk to you guys later.